Greetings, welcome back to another fantastic review for you. This time it's by pioneer hardcore crossover band Prong. The band have just released their new live album. It's called Live and Uncleansed, and it's released on Steamhammer SPV on the 6th of March. This was one hell of a fantastic live album, so check out this review, folks. Prong were originally formed back in 1986 in New York by guitarist and vocalist Tommy Victor, along with the original bassist Mike Kirkland, and also original drummer which is Ted Parsons. So that was the original lineup back in the day. In 1987, the band had released their first EP, which is called Primitive Origins. This was an independent release, which did really well around New York on the hardcore scene and crossover scene. With the success of the Primitive Origins EP, the band released their debut album in 1988. This was called Force Fed. This was a fantastic debut album. In 1999, the band would sign to major label Epic Records. This is where the band released the next album. This was called Beg to Differ. This was a great album, had some fantastic songs and very strong, and got the band some chart success, especially with the cover of a song called Third from the Sun. This was done by a band called Chrome. If you've not heard this song, check it out. It's a fantastic version by Prong. The band back then were mixing a cross between thrash metal and hardcore, hence crossover. With the success of Beg to Differ, it wasn't long before the band released their next album for Epic Records. This was called Prove Me You Wrong. This was released back in 1991. In 1994, the band released their next album. This was called Cleansing. Now, this is where the band had some chart success on MTV with the song Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck. As we all know, this is their trademark and cult classic song. An awesome album that was produced by Terry Date. Now, Terry Date's done some great albums with such bands as Dream Theater, Overkill, and many other great artists. In total, the band have released 13 albums and one EP. In 2014, the band released the album Ruining Lives. This was the first album for SPV and Steamhammer. The band have continued to stay on the label, writing some fantastic albums, and have a strong connection with the label. With the current lineup being Tommy Victor on guitar and vocals, Tommy's a great singer and guitarist. He's kept his true voice since the beginning of the band, since the band's debut album. On bass guitar would have Christopher Dean, and on drums would have Tyler Bogliole. So that would be the lineup for the current Prong lineup. Its new live album will consist of 13 live songs with 3 bonus tracks. The band's last studio album was called State of Emergency, released in 2023 for Steamhammer. This is a great album, and if you've not heard it, you really need to check it out. You can't go wrong with Prong. They've been writing some strong material throughout the band's career. There's one thing I have to say about this live album. It has an amazing guitar sound, an amazing production. All the instruments really shine through. The drums sound solid and powerful. The bass is really clear, but Tommy's vocals are on top form and his guitar really does shred. So the song titles on this live album would be Revenge, Best Served Cod, Inheritance, He Descends, One Outnumbered, No Question, Subline, Not of This Earth, Home Rule, Unlimited Authority, Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck, However It May End, Out of This Misery, Corpus Delictic, and also Those Fists, It Is Anyway. So that's the song titles. So let's talk about the live album. The first song, like I said, Revenge, Best Served Cold. It's a fantastic song. The guitar tone of Tommy's guitar sound amazing. The drums sound second to none, and the bass guitaring is also fantastic. This is a really good opening track for a live album. When you listen to this song, you can see where such bands as Fear Factory are influenced by Prong. For a 3-piece, these guys are absolutely amazing live. They really are writing some strong songs, and they really can pull it through live. The second song, Inheritance, this kind of reminds me of Agnostic Front and also Sick of It All. It's definitely got the hardcore New York vibe to it. Next is the song The Descent. This is a great song, folks. If you heard the original version on studio, check out this live version. It's brutal, heavy, and really, really solid. This song also reminds me of the heaviness of New York band Marauder, who did some great albums like Master Killer for Century Media Records. Next song is One Outnumbered. Next is another great song on the live album. It's called One Outnumbered. Now, this reminds me of another hardcore crossover band from New York under the name of Life of Agony. If you like the debut album, My Life of Agony, you can see where the band are influenced by. Prong have been a massive influence to a lot of bands in the New York area. Another band that springs to mind is also later material by C.O.C, Corrosion of Conformity. Other great songs on this live album that I suggest you should check out are Home Rule, Ultimate Authority, Snap your fingers, snap your neck. As I said, this is a cult classic and the band's trademark. However, it may end out of this misery. And also the song Whose Fist Is It Anyway? Like I said, Prong are a fantastic band that have made a massive influence around the New York scene. They influenced so many bands. This is a great album with a solid live sound. Check it out, it's by Prong. I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5, so check it out. It's by Prong. It's called Live and Uncleansed, released on Steamhammer SPV on the 6th of March of 2026. Thanks for watching, Metalheads. More album reviews coming soon and interviews. Thanks for watching. Be safe.